shit happened. All right.
We
Yep,
are?
there's Dave. Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Welcome
everybody.
back to the second half.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome back.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Who's your daddy and what does he do?
Type in the comments.
What's down?
We're back live.
Be funny for me for some reason.
Yeah. No, it's not funny.
Hey,
So,
what? Don't you tell me what is and is not funny.
I decide what's funny around here.
we come back to like a field technician looking over huge scorch marks and a giant fucking dent in a landing bay. And there's a bunch of pilots in orange flight gear like standing around it with like data recorders, and people are like measuring things. And one technician walks up to him and it's just like, "Hey, buddy, you know, I bet if we were using some of that new R2 grade sealant, we'd probably prevent this kind of accident." And the first one's like, "Fuck off, Dave. No one likes you."
But you just grab it and spray it.
And we cut
Seals
back.
doors, windows.
We sprayed this screen door with R2 sealant, and now it floats in this pond.
See what happens when we throw the screen door out in space.
We installed a screen door on this spaceship, but we sealed it with new R2 sealant.
I still remember the scene we had where you guys floated through space to get on the fucking spaceship, and I'm pretty sure you killed a taxi driver to do it. This show has had some weird fucking moments. Yeah. So, let's talk about what the plan is. You're in hyperspace. Theoretically, you're heading to Naboo. Or, I'm sorry, Tatooine from
We
Naboo.
better be.
Yeah.
So I guess it's actually
Said I can take us to Naboo. He didn't say what he was doing right now.
Tatooine again.
Tatooine.
Or Tatooine, yeah.
So I guess, I mean, everyone's agreed that we're going to Tatooine to take the holocron out of Reyes Navarre. Has anybody
Yeah, and
questioned it? Like, I mean, does anybody in character, not that this isn't a super leading question or something, is anyone in character actually, like, curious why Caleb is doing this?
I'm definitely like, yes, I really hope that we can, get it safely removed. I'm very glad that we have, someone to go and make sure everything's right about. I'm not offended at all. You won't let me do it. Not at all. Not even if feelings hurt a little bit.
I mean, forgive me if this is a stupid question, but
At this point,
forgive me if this
Gator
is a
is
stupid question, but what exactly will happen?
Well,
Look, so he's kind of like a mechanical vampire that's wedged himself inside an archaeologist and stolen his life.
Look, listen, Maloxy, I apologize. What with the situation when you came on board the crew, we haven't really had time to get into specifics. Caleb, me, the Jedi, who does the Jedi tricks and lightsabering and all of that, this isn't my body. Where to begin? Jedi have devices called holocrons. They are data storage devices that are powered by the Force and allow a Jedi to impart his wisdom and personality into a storage medium in order to teach future Jedi what he knows.
Okay.
Mysterious devices. We know very little about them. I've determined that it's not ticklish. Other than that, very mysterious. I reach over and try to tickle it. I'm like, see nothing.
Then you've seen Caleb. He's always been wearing these ridiculous big thick goofy glasses, but they haven't come down over his eyes in like the entire time that you've known him. And then they come down over his eyes and his eye colors change. And he says, "You see, Miss Mulaxi, my name is Reyes Navarre, and I am the actual body here. It is a very unfortunate set of circumstances, but while on an archaeological dig, I happened upon this holocron. I'm very sketchy about the details, actually, now as I think about it. Something happened, and it got lodged in my chest, And then the Jedi personality stored in the holocron became my brain roommate. It's all very fascinating. I can't wait to study it in more detail when it's not slowly encroaching upon my heart, threatening to kill me at any moment.
Look, according to my calculations, you're fine, although you could drop dead at any moment.
That is not the definition of fine.
Oh,
I mean, technically, I guess anything could happen, right? So just imagine it's that.
And I know that those are all words you said.
Yes,
Really?
it's all very complicated. So to put it very succinctly, Caleb has been controlling my body as a Jedi to keep me alive during all of this crazy combat with all these Sith Lords and Nagasadals and Niles and Ultraviolets, etc.
Look, he's basically haunted. We all act very, nonchalant about it, but it's super weird. You're totally right.
Sure.
You should be questioning it.
No, and that's exactly why Caleb is keeping his promise to get out of my body, basically. Apparently, during one of his meditation sessions, he was visited by somebody through the Force who was aware of our situation and knows exactly how to fix it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
All right. I guess that's great.
And he's just sort of looking at you, Caleb, or Reyes.
Yes. I'm going to hand it back over to Caleb now, so that
please bring Pink back, Pink.
yes, we will hand it back to Caleb so that Caleb can stop Gator's brain from melting. And the glasses go back up, and the eyes change back. And he says, "Sorry, Gator. I know that was probably very hard for you to follow."
Gator does not know why you talk funny. Pink.
Are you familiar with possession or hauntings, or let's see here, I don't know what else really falls under the category.
That's the voice his gut makes.
Psychosis. Have you ever met anyone that thought they were more than one person?
All right.
Gator just looks at you, Toby, and he's just like, "There's only one person in a person, much like
Classic.
Pink."
I'm glad to hear that you're only one person. It's very relieving. But yes, no, truly, sometimes people seem to be multiple persons. I mean,
sometimes Gator thinks about someone inside screaming, but that's not normal. Normal? Yes.
Oh no, that's normal.
Everyone has little. Look, Gator. Just think about it this way: there are two pinks in this pink.
No, one pink only.
It's like if you have two pilots in one ship. They both can't steer the ship at the same time, but they both have living quarters. It's like two pilots on one ship that only has one set of controls.
That's ridiculous.
So plenty of.
Look, it's like a homeowner that's renting out their home, but they also live in their home, but they're not allowed to speak at the same time as the person they're renting to.
Okay, so how about Gator? That's that other voice is the voice his gut makes.
Yes, he's got a speaking gut, as it were. That's a good one.
How about that?
So
that's who Pink is.
The ultraviolet is spreading all four of his arms and is like, "This crew, it's very interesting to watch your process.
Thank you.
You are a unique collection."
I've never seen.
Should have met Rave. He was brilliant.
I've never.
Oh,
Gator's
Rave?
never seen a robot father and a pink inside of a pink, and he just like looks over at Meloxy and he's like. And then he just looks down at his feet.
I mean, if
You can't tell me you've never seen a woman before, Gator. I can
Or a cat
understand
on?
your
Is
natural
it the-
hesitance.
No. Gator's seen.
Caleb leans over to the ultraviolet and sort of whispers and is like, "Well, apparently he was a member of an all-male cult or something like that."
I don't understand the concept of this. What is a cult?
I'm not sure. He either has a problem with me being a Cathar or me being a female. I'm still not quite sure which.
So imagine that everybody got together and decided that the Force was actually like came from bananas instead of Nagasadao.
Look, just simplify.
ridiculous.
A cult
Really?
is a group of people that are sure they're right, but they're totally wrong.
I understand. I have seen many like that, like the Jedi and the Sith.
Yes, there you go. Cult, a
Yes,
perfect
exactly.
example. Textbook.
Exactly. Why not? I don't have the patience to argue that anymore. So, yeah, we're going to Tatooine to take Pink outside of Pink so that Pink can get on with his life, not being pursued by various Sith cults and Imperial officers and etc.
General douchebags, as it were, you know? Just
Yes,
people that are-
exactly. We'll bring Reyes back to his home, and he can get on with, well, probably not get back to being a
So-
professor. He's still got a bounty after all.
Pink is leaving.
Yes, Gator. I'm afraid that if everything goes according to plan, well, I
Look,
will
we'll still have the holocron. I mean...
Yes, exactly. We will still have the holocron, Gator, and well, to make a long. It's like you'll have a book with me inside of it, and you can read me whenever you want. That sounds really weird.
Yeah, yes, almost
Gator,
sexual.
like-
a little too
Gator,
close.
like,
Ah!
thanks a lot for this, and he just sort of looks. Maybe there's like a book in the room or something, and he's just like, no, that won't do. Pink stay, no change.
I'll be a hologram anyway. I'll be a book with a hologram.
That is not Pink.
Well, no, that's what Pink is. I mean, originally, so previous to being, as you see him in his glorious form in front of you with standard, just terrible brown robes, you should really get something fancy. You know, you've got a great jawline. I don't know why you look.
You can
Point
borrow
is-
one of my jackets. I have many.
Yes, she looks amazing.
Robes are traditional.
So when you say she looks amazing, like Gator does like a quick like eye look up and look down at the ground. He's like, yes.
Yeah, see, everyone agrees. Caleb, spice it up. Yeah, you're one of the crew now. Get a racing stripe or something. Anyways,
That'd be so funny.
You know, I'm very good at colors. If you require any assistance painting, I can help you with your palette.
Well, it's sort of a moot point now. We're basically heading to my departure in a strange way. I mean, it's been a pleasure.
Are
serving
we
with you all.
though? Are you so certain that the Force leads you down this particular path?
Well, you can never be certain of anything as far as destiny, Ultraviolet, but that is the goal.
oh, anyways, I was just saying, Gator, it's more a reversion to his true form. In essence, I mean, I can see why it's disconcerting, certainly, but I mean, are you afraid of losing him as a friend, or is there something else bothering you?
Gator just want Pink to stay.
Caleb walks over and puts
Well, Pink,
hand on Gator's shoulder and says, unfortunately, if I stay, I might change from the Pink you know in a different way. Into
Pink will
more.
always be Pink.
I'm afraid that my time is running out either way, Gator. And at least this way, you can still keep me around in the holocron. And I won't accidentally kill you and enslave Toby so that he is my servant.
look, I've seen what you're talking about. I'm fully aware. But Caleb, are you so sure that that's truly your destiny, as my son points out? You seem to be acting with 100% sureness that you staying on the ship will result in terrible things.
The ghost of the man that I was still haunts the Force. And as long as I am in this body, there is a means for him to return to life, which is what he wants. And if he did, his goals would be for power at the expense of this crew and at the expense of you, Ultraviolet. He certainly wouldn't want people worshiping a different, incredibly powerful Sith Lord than him walking around.
So then you're certain that this is the choice you want to make?
It's the only choice that keeps everyone safe.
I thought only the Sith deal in absolutes.
That you're just reaching for that one.
No, I want it to be effective though. Just because it's a line from the movie doesn't mean I want it to. He didn't hear it in the movie. To him, maybe it's actually.
Why would Toby have that line though?
I know all about the Sith.
That's
And
true.
the Jedi.
He's basically the leading Sith expert in the galaxy.
Okay, well, if you want to be super pedantic, Toby, I could also kill myself and raise Navarre. There are more than one way to prevent Bellic from coming back. But I'd like the version where Reyes Navarre gets to live a happy life afterwards as well.
Yes, yes. Well, I was about to suggest the, thermal detonator implanted in your body with a safety switch. But yes, then we're good for Reyes Navarre. It's not going to work.
Are you sure implanting a thermal detonator in someone is wise?
No, that's why I just decided not to do it just now. I mean,
I see.
I went through quite a few simulations. Very messy stuff.
I'm curious, Caleb. If you were wondering about your future in the Force, why didn't you ask your Padawan?
Weequay has shown me several possibilities and warned me of several others. He's
I
helped
had
us get this
several
far.
lengthy discussions with him. Very fascinating stuff.
Yes, Weequay is incredibly gifted, and
I'm
he is
hoping
also.
that we can replicate his Force abilities one day with mechanisms. I've already
Perhaps.
begun several designs.
Well, if you do end up with projections about the future, do please share. But in the meantime, Weequay of anyone has been the most scared of what has happened. The idea of Bellic returning and inflicting the same betrayal upon him that he previously did. Well, if he feels that's a possibility, then it is a possibility, and we must proceed in fear of that possibility.
Oh, yes, fear. That's a great idea, isn't it? Think upon what you say. You let your actions be dictated by your fears?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm quite scared that something horrible will happen to Reyes Navarre or this crew because I was too weak to fight off Bellic. He's stronger than me.
So the ultraviolet extends one of his arms onto Toby's shoulder. And then on the opposite side, he uses his lower arm, because he's got four, like Goro, and to put one on Caleb's shoulder, and is like, Father, fear is a natural response. It's
No,
quite
I'm
all
actually
right.
just totally teasing him. I'm poking fun at his culty
Caleb.
thing.
It's all right, Caleb. Fear exists within the Force.
Yes, I'm the wrong side of it. Which is why
There
I
are
want to
no
get rid of
sides, Caleb. I understand that you may think that, but that's only because you've been inducted into a cult. And he turns to Toby and is nodding his head like, did I do it right?
So proud.
So proud.
I've
I just
downloaded
beep that
several
real quiet. So proud.
I've downloaded several documentaries on how to de-brainwash you from your cult. If you'd like, we can begin on processing you into the real religion, that of Naga Sadao, as he gave himself to become the Force.
Have you run any simulations on deprocessing yourself from your current belief system?
My current belief system is mathematically superior to all other belief systems. We can prove
He's totally
empirically that the Force does flow within all things, including machines.
Sure.
Once I substituted pi r squared for tau, it became clear, really.
Well, and what about the math that says Naga Sadao is the source of the Force?
Yes, all checks out. It's amazing.
You see? Would Toby lie to you?
Yes.
I find your lack of faith disturbing, Caleb.
He's lied to me before. It's happened.
Is this true,
was
Toby?
Only to protect you, or me, or other things I like.
And that one time just to trick me into the hall closet, remember?
Well, it was silly. Everyone got a laugh. I guess you didn't get a laugh, did you?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, there we go.
I am a little disappointed in you now, Father.
Oh,
Allow me
shit,
some
is there
time
a
to
dead
process
woman
this.
in my closet.
Oh shit.
Oh, God.
Oh, are you speaking about my yellow.
Surely we turned her over to the rebellion when we docked.
I don't think you guys did anything about her because the ultraviolet dealt with her.
Oh,
the ultraviolet.
okay.
Well then,
Good. As long as we don't have a rotting woman in our
No,
in our
no.
closet.
Don't worry, Maloxy. No, she's joined the force.
Oh, excellent.
Wait, what?
That's a. I was thinking
She's
there was
fine.
going to be a mess.
Are we?
You know what? I would have something to say, but the ultraviolet's moral compass won't be my problem very shortly, so I'm just going to let it slide.
Is your
What if
is
you
your
don't
friend
get
still
what
on
you
board?
want, Caleb? Shouldn't we have this discussion now? I'm curious on your philosophy. I'll need to convert several other Jedi or Sith or whatever exists in the galaxy to the true, actual system the universe works on.
I mean, you know who needs work is Weequay. I mean, that man spends more time in the future than the present. Can't be good for you.
As I said, I spent several hours talking to Weequay.
Oh,
He's
good.
come around to see my point of view.
Well, he's a smart person, and he's,
I
you know,
find
very-
that suspect.
like, what do you mean?
I think perhaps Ultraviolet's interpretation of their interactions is inaccurate.
Are you suggesting that I require a diagnostic?
No, I'm suggesting that perspective is something within all of us, and you can believe that you've changed someone's mind without having proof of it.
Well, you could physically do it as well, but that's neither here nor there. Look, I'm not one to press it one
Maloxy,
way or the other. I just want to make sure that you're not making a mistake. Caleb.
Yes.
you've been unusually silent. As, shall we say, a third-party observer, someone who is alive, and not a droid, but who also is not connected as strongly in the Force as the rest of the crew, what are your thoughts on what's currently happening?
I have never really had an opinion on it. I just tried to get by.
I see.
Well, you know, let's try a little empathy, exercise. Imagine you're in an archaeological dig, you're very excited, loud noise, smashing sounds, and you wake up and you've got another person inside of you. How do you feel?
I'd be freaking out.
Yes, and I imagine you'd probably be like, I'm not very comfortable with this, not used to it, as it were, right? I mean, Riz, just let me know. It's got to be awkward, yes?
What if, Maloxy, through
From what
this...
I understand, you don't have a lot of privacy.
What about if this process was to grant you the Force? Would you be more excited then, if you became more like Caleb? Able to use lightsabers, able to see the future, know when danger is coming, see the emotions of those around you and perhaps alter them?
Yes, would the price of sharing your
Sounds
flesh
like
with
cheating.
another be worth it? Well, it is rather cheaty, yes.
Do you believe that Luke Skywalker is a cheater?
I don't know. I've never met him.
I see.
Look, Ray's Navarre is a cheater. Always bet on Ray's. That's what I'm telling you, is all. Bloody good at it.
I mean, all this
What about
stuff is
Gator?
so...
Do you believe that Gator is cheating? He has exhibited signs of several of these abilities.
Gator not used anything other than Gator.
Well, Gator, the Force is part of you, is what I gather. I mean, for all the data suggests that it permeates just about everything. And apparently, if you go by, the Jedi's observations, you've been manipulating the Force, possibly.
No, Gator never done anything like that. Not once.
Do you believe that Gator is a cheater, Maloxy?
I just said it sounds. I just said it sounds like cheating.
I
I mean, if it's a real thing, then great.
I think what
I
she
don't
meant
have it,
was
so-
that she does not have it, so taking
Right.
it from someone else is cheating.
Your laywoman's perspective is very interesting, Maloxy. I'll use it in order to process a new plan of development. Thank you so much. And he, enfolds two of his robot hands on one of your hands.
Of
Such a
course.
polite boy. He must get that from his mother.
Would you like me to scratch you behind the ears, Maloxy?
I
My
would
data
be very
here...
offended by that.
Are you sure? My data here indicates that Cathar greatly enjoyed that.
Yes, but that's. I mean, it's kind of racist, Ultraviolet.
I think she does like a quick like her eyes just like dart between the other three people in the room. Like, no, I would not like that at all.
Very well. You must understand there are no Cathar where I come from.
Right, of course. So, do I need to do anything with the ship while you're doing your thing?
Well, when we come out of hyperspace, you should probably be ready. While I can move the ship, it's not always very accurate.
Oh, goody.
Fantastic. If we don't come out near Tatooine, we're going to have
Oh,
problems.
we'll come out near Tatooine. It's just a question of how close.
Okay, good. Because
And do you have an ETA, Ultraviolet?
The trip should take 3 days.
All right, then. Well,
3
I'm
days.
going to get a bowl of Vaderos. Caleb,
Can I have a moment with Meloxy?
Yeah, the ultraviolet definitely. If you ask for that, he'll just be like,
No,
Father,
no,
perhaps
don't
you'd like
ask
to
for
get
it,
an
but-
oil bath together.
he's talking about perhaps out of character.
Oh,
meet in the
okay.
hall or something.
Yeah, like maybe a couple hours later.
Like you're in the cockpit or whatever, and I'm
sure, yeah, I'm just checking stuff because I'm not entirely sure. I just want to make sure everything's okay. Yeah.
So Gator will sit like almost uncomfortably close to you. But he won't, like, look at you or anything.
Gator. Hello.
Hi. Yeah, there'll be like, a long pregnant pause, like uncomfortably long sort of thing. And I guess when you're in hyperspace, I don't know, does it make like some sort of like whatever sound or something?
I'm sure there's at least
There's normally a hyperspace engine noise from the hyperspace engines going on, but your engines aren't on.
Right. Yeah. So it's like almost weird.
Oh, it's powered down.
It's probably like weirdly. It's probably weirdly quiet. Actually.
Yep.
Yeah.
You've probably never heard a ship this quiet that wasn't docked somewhere.
It's like our ship's not even actually doing anything.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
so true.
uncomfortable pause is so long, we just have to screen wipe it to like.
Just screens wipes the exact same scene. It's just like, oh, time passed.
So after a while of just nothing, like Gator will basically just be like, is it true that you want ear scratch?
She looks back and looks to you. No, 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 thank you. And it's probably pretty. It's like she's trying to not say she would. It's probably because it actually is, but she's just like, no, that would be embarrassing. Like, no,
Sorry,
no.
Gator
that's
would-
not the
Gator's
fault.
not going to pick up on that.
Gator
Right.
would just reach over and just scratch it. Just like reach over and just start doing it, and you're like I don't know what you do.
Yeah, she probably like does like a quick one of those, like just and then like but then keeps going, and then she probably starts like it goes for like a few seconds, and she like nothing happens, and then she probably like purrs for like just a moment, like, and then okay, great, fine, whatever. Like kind of tries to push her hand away.
So like Gator will he'll just sort of leave and like shut the door behind him, and then he'll sort of like maybe not speak to anyone, but he'll just be like, I think Gator knows now. Women understand. Yes.
Just pet every woman behind her ears, and you'll be fine.
That's an unsettling thought.
Oh.
He's like, thank God I figured that out. I mean, I would have been in real trouble if I didn't know this.
Yeah. So it's like Gator must think cloth bot later.
Clothbot.
What?
The robot. Ultraviolet. Clothbot. So good.
Great. Well, now Gator knows that Meloxy likes to get pets. Awesome.
All women, actually.
Is there a box I can sit in? I'm gonna find a box.
Yeah, we just leave an open box somewhere in the
So
the
racist.
hallway, and then Meloxy's just sitting in it, like.
I mean, it's super racist, but also Cathar do like those things. Okay, like I
mean,
said it.
no.
Okay, I know it. I know it's too PC to say that Cathar likes sitting in boxes and getting ear scratches and catnip.
You go in the kitchen. Meloxy somehow has like a box of Vader hose around her waist. Like,
So I can
What
just,
are you doing?
This.
for some reason, I'm just.
how did you wiggle into that? That's impossible.
We're all
There'll be
sitting
like
The
at,
Sith. They've got me.
we're all sitting at the mess hall table, and like it's just sort of a lull in the conversation. She just pushes Toby's drink off the table.
I was literally about to say that. God damn.
What's he gonna do about it, huh?
Yeah, fight me. Come on.
Fight me IRL.
Well, now it's canon that Cathar like to get scratched behind their ears. So there's
Done. Done.
that.
Glad I committed so much to this episode.
Oh my god.
Arthur's
this
just
is
sitting
amazing.
there, just like, God damn it, why did I let Dave do that? Continue, Arthur.
Are we good with jumping forward to the point where
yeah,
you arrive at
absolutely,
Tatooine?
Yeah, I don't think anybody else has any scenes they wanted to do, or they would have said something.
Okay, yeah.
I
you
mean-
come out of hyperspace, and you get a message from the shuttle Opal Star out of Yabalopa.
Okay. It's
So-
to whom?
So yeah, Malox, you come out of hyperspace, and unlike normal, there's no momentum behind the ship
Right, it's
because
super
your
weird.
engines weren't on when you started, so you just
So
like
just
come
everyone
out at a
just
dead
goes
stop.
forward or whatever.
Maybe when we like come into the scene, like right before the thing, I'm just like speaking with Gator and like just going over like politics. I'm like, now look, most people think that these people are assholes, but everyone that's in the group doesn't think they're assholes. They think they're right. And the Empire and the Rebellion, and trying to just
Gator does this thing when people talk to him. He knows it's polite to like look at them,
Mhm.
but that's it.
And I'm like, you should blink every once in a while for the dryness of the. Yes.
You don't have
Anyways,
Like the Narutoians don't have eyelids, as far as I'm concerned. That's the canon I'm putting them under. But they don't have eyelids.
No, I think they have like sideways eyelids, don't they? Maybe that's Men in Black.
maybe
No,
it's
I
like
like-
yeah, maybe you like have like
Maybe
a
that's
film
Men-
for swimming.
Yeah, don't you remember the baby? The baby looks exactly like your alien spaceship. The baby that gets birthed on his
From
first
Black.
job looks exactly like a whatever you are.
Modeling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Maloxy, you're getting a like hailing
Coming out near
message
Tatooine?
from the Opal Star.
From the Opal Star.
It's a shuttle.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Outlaw Star.
No. Opal.
I'm constantly surprised at like how these ships can be called opal and stuff like that when that's like a gemstone from Earth. It's like, yep.
It's a thing.
I mean, it's
Right.
translated, so it's whatever their
Um,
name for that gemstone is, which is a naturally occurring element, so it would occur everywhere in the universe.
So about that message,
Yeah. Well, actually, like, fuck it. I'm not going to call Gator. And you'll hope.
yes, this is the Opal Star out of Yabalopa. I have a passenger on board for the Enyo Hope.
Yes. What? Are you nearby? Like, I'll scan. Are they like close?
Yeah,
So
they're
we can-
close. We'll enter docking arrangements immediately.
Perfect. Moving in now. Yeah, I'll immediately try to, dock.
So, yeah, we get the, like, you running down the corridor to, like, the
Oh, yeah.
airlock.
Like, as soon as we get there, she's like out. Yeah.
As the airlock opens, we get a first look at your brother. Let's hear what he looks like.
Okay.
He's a human. No.
Not a cat person. It's really weird.
So it, like, ups, and maybe there's, like, for some reason, there's, like, fucking fog machines behind him. So, like, fog comes onto
It's a
the deck of the
malfunctioning
ship.
door. It happens really often, actually. You'd be surprised.
Yeah, so he is also a Cathar. He's probably a similar fur color to me, like some sort of gray, maybe like mine's like a little bit of a darker gray. Maybe he's like a little bit of a lighter gray. I guess I'm not sure if they'd have like taken his normal clothing and put him in something else or whatever, but like probably normally he's like 19, so whatever like
Yeah,
19-year-old
he
student
actually
fashion
looks
is.
a lot more badass right now. So he has an eye patch over his left eye, and there's a huge fucking scar there, and he's bleached his fur in a stripe back behind him. He actually looks a lot more like Starwolf from Star Fox 64 than he does like Malaxi right now. And he's just like, "Hey sis, how's it going?"
Hayden, yeah, she's like, door opens, she runs up and like hugs him.
And
Yeah.
also, what did you do to yourself?
It turns out getting my master's in dendrochronology wasn't really working out.
Like, what the hell are you talking about? What happened to your eye? What the hell is this?
Yeah, I fell in with a bad crowd. Anyway, listen, I'm looking for a place to sleep right now.
Wait, no.
I'm sorry. Can we get a genetic test, Toby? Is this an
no, man,
imposter?
I'd like to think that now we show up, maybe because
Yeah.
I thought you were
Yeah,
kidnapped.
right.
Yeah, I was kidnapped. I owed some people a lot of money.
Wait,
Oh
was
yes,
it-
well,
was it-
and hello, yes, and you hope to the rescue as always.
Toby.
Captain, is there a spare bunk that I can...
Hey, young man, stop it. What Scar? Story now.
Well, student loans being what they are, I had to...
Student loans.
Oh man, that's funny.
Holy random cursing in Cathar, and then just like
Endocrinology don't come cheap.
all right, fine. I'm sorry, Toby. This is Hayden, my brother.
Hi, name's Hayden. I have a undergraduate degree in dendrochronology. That's the study of tree rings. Specifically, I specialized in the trees of the planet Kashyyyk.
I'm officially designating you ship dendrochronologist, I guess.
Thanks for that. You can also designate me a ship spice dealer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm coming down off of a really wicked high right now. Is there any chance I could get a spare bunk?
Yeah, I mean, I have a little upper, a little downer. What's your flavor?
Do you have a stim applicator? I could really use one.
Let me dig around. I might.
Toby, don't be an enabler.
What? Space? Really?
He's just got kidnapped. I mean, he could let him have a weekend off. For Christ's sakes, this fucking man.
Let him have a weekend off, for Christ's sake.
I'm just checking to see if I
Are you
actually.
hungry? Thirsty? Do you need anything?
Yes,
Do you like Vaderos? We have a lot of them.
I actually prefer Coralos.
Do we have Coralos?
No, it's kind of weird to have the. I mean, let's be honest. We can order some.
That's true. We knew Coral, by the way. We met him.
That's cool. Well, I have to say, he's delicious.
Somewhere in the Force,
And the ladies would
Carl-
agree with you. Sir.
Carl is just like smiling while banging out, probably most likely. Let's be
Banging up some Force ghosts.
real.
This is awesome. Why didn't I die before?
I could have died all those times. but
Man, I was really just putting this off.
So I hand him a stim pack, and I'm like,
Yes, let's get you set up in a bunk for sure. Yes, let's get something proper happening.
Thanks so much, Captain. By the way, did you know you're a droid?
no, I didn't actually. That's interesting.
Perceptive brother you have here. Yes. And proud of it. As it
I'm sorry.
would go.
Apparently, he's coming down from a spice high right
Yeah,
now.
that's
So,
fine.
yeah, do you actually have a stim applicator?
I do have 4 stims.
Wow, holy shit. Yeah, are you going to give him one?
Sure.
Yeah, he takes one of the stims and immediately just falls into the bunk and is just like, great.
Like, oh, sleeping like a baby.
He does it. He
Oh,
does the thing cats do, where they all like curl up into a ball. Yep.
Maloxi likes to sigh. She walks over and like puts a blanket over him and like she's being like older. Yeah, she's just totally older sister and like just tucks him in a little bit, just like
Toby.
So he left his bag on the floor.
This is
Maloxi.
great.
Toby, is there a drug that helps you come down off of spice addiction?
Yes, spice will stop you from dying of spice addiction. It's well known.
No. No, like sort of like a methadone. Like, do you have a thing that will get him off of spice?
yes, actually, that would be very helpful right now.
Like, look, I mean, if you want to make life choices for other people, that's fine with me.
He's
I
my little
guess.
brother. He's not supposed to be in spice. He's supposed to be going to school and attending class and writing paper. I don't know what people do in school, but he's not. This isn't it.
It looks like he's been in the school of hard knocks. I mean, look at his.
I took him then to Madish.
That isn't a degree from the School of Hard Knocks. I just wanted to point out. You're not going to get much of a job.
He's asleep now. We'll let him sleep, I
Look,
guess.
He's got a great
I
job
love how
as a
you're all like
dendrochronologist.
He's it
on
out,
the
I
room,
suppose.
loudly discussing this as he's sleeping right next to
Yo,
him.
he's got a fucking.
He's in a drug coma. Yeah.
Come, let's
gone.
come on. Let's let him sleep.
Yeah, his bag is sitting right there, Maloxi. Just in case you wanted to invade his privacy or anything. Gonna throw that out there.
Look, he's not mom, okay? God.
I mean, I'm a Jedi, and I would invade the shit out of his privacy if he was my brother.
Yeah, because you're a hypocrite. We know that.
I mean, she looks at him. Can I check to see he's actually? Is it obvious he's actually sleeping?
Oh yeah.
Like he's totally out?
Yeah, he's definitely out.
You can
Okay.
Probably do like an arm drop.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
wakes
Good.
him up, by
Yeah.
the
She
way.
grabs the bag and walks out.
Okay.
And I mean, are we sure we don't want to do some sort of genetic test?
No, that's him. As she's walking with the bag and like unzipping it, like, what the hell's in here?
So, yeah, there's a number of data tablets on the subject of dendrochronology. There's also a lot on, like, the rebellion, Wookiees, Wookiee slavery, the planet Kashyyyk, and then there's, like, some anarchist cookbook level shit of, like, how to build bombs and, you know, like, disruptor rifles. This is how to disassemble and reassemble one while cleaning it.
Oh, that is the most dangerous way you could possibly do that. Terrible suggestion.
And then there's 500 doses of glitter stim in his bag as well.
I took him to
500 doses.
Yeah, so
Oh, jackpot!
it's worth
What's the market value?
25,000 Imperial credits.
Nah, that's
Yabba
fucking
Opa was
nothing.
supposed to be such a nice place. What the hell?
What's he? Oh dear. Oh, he's doing okay. I thought he was being held hostage.
I haven't
Wait a
talked to him in a while.
How long?
It's
4 days.
apparently all this happened in 2 days. That's weird. It's. I mean, I've been busy, so
Apparently, you've been busy with something that he would have been rather interested in.
apparently.
Look, I'm just wondering if you have other siblings whose ship he's been.
No, just
sleeping
the
on,
one.
and then he's just
the-
bouncing from-
Just the one. Did all this to keep him out of this shit, and now he's stealing drugs and taking spice and building bombs and. She
must
she
be
zips it back
very
up and like
Because of all of that.
she's muttering as she like zips it back up and takes the bag back to the room.
What was that,
Maloxi,
Gator?
Maloxi, if this isn't the path you want your brother to walk, I would suggest him not staying on this ship.
What are you talking about?
Toby, no, I don't mean to suggest that you're a terrible influence, but you're a terrible influence.
I mean, I don't know what to tell him what to do, but I did all this. I put him on Yabble Opa and took him there and kept him at length just to keep him out of all this, and now he's in it anyways. Apparently, that was the wrong thing to do.
You have terrible handwriting. I don't know. Fuck you.
Oh, sorry. Whew.
Now he's dealing drugs and making disruptor rifles.
Look, man, it's probably not even his fault, you know? You get kidnapped and you don't have anything, and then you can't get a job because you don't have ID, you're hungry, or on the
I mean, he was only just this apparently was before the kidnapping. I mean, now he's some big badass with his eye patch and bleach stripe and his cool clothes. Jeez.
Wait, where did
I'm gonna
you
put the
send,
bag back.
where did you send that money?
What?
The money was so he actually was kidnapped, but he was kidnapped because he owed a bunch of people money, probably for the drugs in that bag.
Yes, apparently it wasn't because the crime syndicate was after me. It was because of his own doings.
So, Gator, your ship, again, the ship at large, is getting a message.
Gator, the comms officer, will answer it.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, this is Communications Officer Omar Enoff of the Star Destroyer Fist of Talos.
Hello, Fist of Talos.
Yes, please transmit your credentials.
I like look around for like credentials.
You guys have a bunch of Republic credentials.
Yeah, so
for the
what is the
rebellion.
first one that I find? You tell me what the first one that I find.
It's for the Enyo Hope as like a freelance pirateer ship for the rebellion.
Yeah, I just use that and it's like,
In your hope,
Is this a?
572,
That's not an Imperial designation.
Republic,
Republic ship.
Put
Put your captain on.
so he does a thing where like
In the other room, we're all simultaneously, oh, damn it, we left Gator alone again for 5.
so he's just kind of just like he does the thing where he's like, okay, and then he like lets the phone cord dangle and he's just like, Toby,
Yes, what is it, Gator?
there's a man on the phone.
Yeah, who is it? I'm like coming in there.
It's some Imperial guy. I
Oh,
told him what he wanted to know, but then he said he wanted to talk to the captain.
I assume he would. To whom am I addressing?
This is Communications Officer Omar Enoff. I'd like to speak to the captain of this vessel.
I am the captain, and I've had enough of people saying I'm not.
So, yeah, you see him, like, do the thing in anime where he would, like, do a twitch over his eyebrow. And it's just like,
yeah.
I see. Droid, shut down.
Human, shut down. Damn, doesn't work for me either.
Please hold on for one moment.
Like, hold on a second. Do you know who you're calling?
You are on hold. This is the Star Destroyer Fist of Talos. Your call is very important to us.
Good.
And on the bridge of the Fist of Talos, we have like a completely... Okay, so it's from the outside of the ship. And we can hear the ship moving through space. And we can see into the bridge where someone is excitedly moving towards the captain with a data pad. And is like... And then he's like pointing to the data pad. And the captain is like, but what? And then TIE fighters start launching out the bay. And it keeps zooming out, and there's like 5 Star Destroyers here, and they're all launching TIE fighters.
Holy the balls!
And then you get the Communications Officer Omar Enoff again. Captain, yes, this is Communications Officer Omar Enoff again. Please power down your engines, shut down your shields and weapons, and prepare to be boarded.
Yes, sure. Maybe.
I'm going to be like in the background where the communications officer can't see me, and I'm sort of like gesturing to Toby, like.
I'm like, yes, that's the ticket. We'll cut your damn head off. Fuck you.
And then Caleb is like, God damn it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Biloxi, get us the hell out of here.
You've got 5
going on?
squadrons of 60 TIE fighters zooming towards you.
Holy shit!
And all these Star Destroyers are opening up from extreme range. And so, like, the space around you, one instant, it's, like, completely black. And the next instant, it's just basically like a laser washing over the ship. Like,
Oh, I'm glad that Tux is being blamed for this.
Yeah.
Technically, it is his fault.
Tux for damn it. Yeah.
I mean, it actually is technically his fault.
Yeah, so I'm running to the cockpit. How fast can I astrogate?
Well,
Maybe.
you can make an astrogation check, and if you fail, the TIE fighters are going to be on top of you.
So if you want to pilot and let me astrogate, that is entirely true.
We also have a magic robot that insta-astrogates.
And we have
It's not
one-
magical. According to
Force guy.
him, he simply is connected
That's
to the
true.
Force.
Okay.
I mean, that is, Arthur, that's you saying that the Force isn't magic, and it's clearly just space magic.
Can you hyperdrive into the ship and then blow it up and then hyperdrive away?
That's not how hyperdrives work.
That's
We
not
have
how the
magic
Force
hyperdrive
works.
now, though.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, so I'm in the cockpit and I'm just like, Toby, have your son get us the hell out of here.
Like, don't suppose you could do this remotely? Get that fucking Star Destroyer off our ass.
So, yeah, are you talking to your son, Toby?
Yeah, I'm just.
So he's
asking if
like-
he can just like zap people out of the fucking sky.
I'm sorry, Father, that's not how it works. But
We'll
when you
get you an
told
upgrade,
me
it's fine.
that we were coming here, it was to save Reyes Navarre's life. I
This
find
is-
it curious that we're leaving now. Shouldn't we stay and deal with this?
Ultraviolet, you are a super intelligent robot, correct?
That's correct.
Can you please process the odds that we are capable of defeating that many TIE fighters and Star Destroyers?
So he's just like, what TIE fighter is Star Destroyer?
And then I like send him an exterior view of all the Star Destroyers and TIE fighters coming towards us.
I see.
We're going to have to figure
I
out another-
calculate the probability of Maloxi being able to outpilot them, as long as we dump the cargo, being fairly high.
Oh, really?
We could make a run for the planet.
What cargo do we have?
Vader O's.
Your brother.
Shit.
The Vader O's.
We're not dumping Hayden.
The Delta Flyer.
Yeah, the Delta Flyer. The ship.
Oh, we have a ship attached to us.
Yep. It's
I mean, we
slowing
can't
you down.
I can't afford another one. I don't-
He's like, I can afford another one. Just, yeah. Sorry, Jabba, I dropped the cargo. And then I found this spaceship.
I
I
mean, either we astrogate out of here or we drop the cargo and we pray to whatever force gods you have that I can pilot us the hell out of here.
There aren't multiple gods, Malaxi. The doctrine is just
Not the time, UV.
UV. What an interesting designation. I like it.
UV, could you maybe program the Delta Flyer to fly in like the opposite direction when we dump it?
No, I'm not a astromech droid.
Well, I don't want it to get away. I want it to distract them.
Why wouldn't you just set it to self-destruct?
Fine, that works too. Give it like a 2-minute delay or something like that.
Your ship. I didn't read the fucking manual.
I did what? Neither did I. I'm not-
So if you want, I can go astrogate it and set it up to do some stuff.
Gator, we don't have much time. Can you please just head over to the Delta Flyer and set it to self-destruct in like 2 minutes?
It's
Yeah, just-
super simple.
Can I program it to fly into the oncoming
Yeah,
tires?
sure. Make a mechanics roll. So it's going to be 1 red, 1 purple.
Also, we can load it up with all those torpedoes. Oh, damn it, we don't have any.
One red, one purple.
Do like a Die Hard thing and tape ho 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 to it and send it down an elevator shaft.
Nice.
Yeah, so tell me like what you're doing here, Gator, as you're detaching the Delta Flyer.
So basically, I'm just sitting in the cockpit and I'm just like going, and I'm like maybe I'm humming some sort of like Narlitan. Yeah, and then I'm just like as I'm doing it, I like attach a loudspeaker to it or something, and then I put in one
In
of my
space.
sweet mixtapes. Yeah,
In space.
yeah. Or
Oh,
you
in
know, no, it's just all it does is open comms, right?
Okay.
Just open comms to like everything that's around it. And I just put in like one of my sweet mixtapes because it has a tape deck because it's a Jedi ship, because
Sure, they obviously have mixtape decks in Jedi ships.
Yeah, because they're old and the CDs are
Yeah,
out. and the
Betamax, of course.
Yeah. So I put that in there, and then I just sort of like maybe it like doesn't work at the start, so then I just sort of like nudge it with my foot, and then it just goes.
So, yeah, what we see is the oncoming TIE fighters, and the first one is like, this is Talon 5. I'm getting a bit of comm interference. Apparently, they're attempting to jam us. They're sending a ship directly towards us. I'm going in close for a closer look. Raptor
Only-
6 with me. And then, like, both of them go next to it, and then they're, like, flying next to it, and it explodes. And one of the TIE fighters gets blown apart and, like, collides with the second one. And all the TIE fighters following you do that thing that fish do when they encounter a problem. So they're all, like, going towards you, and then they all just, like, poof! So they're, like, going straight, and then they just fish in every direction but forward.
We will make it look like we're bigger than we are.
Yeah. Maloxy, I'm going to need you to make a piloting check to make it to the planet.
Okay, let's do this.
All right, so...
Did that give him anything?
Yeah, it's going to give him a blue die.
Blue die.
I mean,
Cool,
like
thank you.
maybe distance advantage.
It's going to give him a blue die.
I mean, it seems a little more significant than a blue die. But that's just because you're so good at describing really interesting scenes, Arthur.
Thanks.
Yeah, we don't even have to, like, you're so good at it that we don't even need you to describe it anymore because we know what you're gonna say.
What's my difficulty gonna be?
It's based on the speed you're flying, and...
Yeah, so the faster you go, remember there's like a whole thing about this.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. So if you got your reference sheet, so hyperspace travel times. No, that's not it. No, we don't want astrogation. We want piloting.
Okay, so it's the whole difference in speed thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your silhouette versus the speed you're traveling. So it's a difficulty.
Okay, sure.
Okay,
our silhouette
so-
is 4.
Yeah.
Here we go. To make a piloting check, the difficulty is equal to the starship's current speed or half its silhouette. So, what is the speed you're going at?
We also have a -1 on our maneuvers, by the way.
Yes,
too.
you have a black die.
Mm-hmm.
What speed do we need to go at?
Fast.
Probably as fast as possible. They're TIE fighters.
So, TIE fighters move at speed 5.
We can only go to
No matter what, they're going to be faster. This is just us.
Okay, so what speed are you going at?
I guess 3 would make sense because
Okay, so you're not going like maximum speed?
3 is the fastest we can go, isn't it?
I have
According
no
to the
idea.
Hope sheet, it is.
Yeah,
But
whatever's on
3
the
is not very fast at all. Yeah.
Well, then was UV's calculation inaccurate or not?
No, he's just putting some trust in Maloxy.
Okay, well, then we're traveling at speed 3 because that's our maximum speed.
What is
Okay.
the silhouette of the ship?
4.
Okay, so you are looking at 2 red, 1 purple, 1 blue, and 1 black.
Bit 2 red, 1 purple, 1 blue,
Use a force die.
1 black.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's
I'll
1 left.
Downgrade with the force die. I would say.
Yeah.
I can downgrade with them. Cool.
That's true.
I would downgrade so that you have less chance of a despair.
Sure. Yeah, let's downgrade. Where did my sheet go? There you are. Okay, so downgrade 1. Downgrade 1. Downgrade.
Make sure you do it on the right side.
My sheet won't let me downgrade.
On the right side, click on downgrade. Click up 1. It should.
Oh. Okay.
-1 downgrades.
Dun, 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 dun,
Okay,
dun,
so-
dun, dun, dun,
yeah,
dun,
just to make sure I get it all right. So
Ba,
two
ba, ba.
red, 1
Ba,
purple,
ba,
1
ba,
black,
ba,
1 blue,
ba.
and 1 downgrade.
Yep.
Okay. And then make sure I don't have any.
Did I make a backup character already?
Okay. Okay. Let's do this thing.
What if I told you Gator was a robot?
So when we crash and burn on the ship, his artificial skin will peel off.
Oh shit.
I know that Arthur laughs.
Loxy, you're fired!
Okay. Okay. So question.
You
I can re-roll.
Bum, bum,
Should I
bum,
reroll?
Okay, so let me just clarify. We still succeed, but then something horrible happens, correct?
Reroll. Here's the thing. You will lose the upgrade that you got for the force die.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Shit.
So I'm asking Arthur, instead of singing a song,
Motherfucker, you did that during the explanation just before.
I cannot tell you what the outcome is.
I know you can't tell us the outcome, but it is that we still succeed because we have successes and no fails.
That's
But
correct.
something bad happens.
But something bad happens, right?
True.
That's how.
But we succeed. Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't re-roll because
Yeah, let's
we
go with
would
it.
just get another despair because we would have more red dice.
Right.
I mean, dude, if you feel lucky, I would reroll.
Punk, do you?
Who
I mean,
feels lucky?
The thing
in this
is,
game?
the reason you have rerolls is for when despairs happen.
That's a good point. When else would you use it if not now?
But then we have more chance for despair.
Yeah, but we already got one.
That's not how it works. That's a gambler's fallacy.
3 thumbs up appear on a fucking.
You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight, Maloxy?
Do you dance with the devil, Mr. Proctor?
Watch as the world explodes.
All right. Let's just go with it.
Okay.
Man.
So we get this really fucking set piece scene of the ship like rotating constantly along its axis in order to just keep spraying blasters and your triple ion cannons out. And there's TIE fighters getting taken out in the atmosphere by these ion cannons that just like, because they've lost power, they just straight dive right down and they're getting like torn up by atmospheric interface. And we see like flames coming off of their little wing shields. And like occasionally maybe there's like one TIE fighter pilot who just jumps out of his fucking cockpit and is in free fall, and then the ship just dives past him,
Space?
and he's in the atmosphere because it's atmospheric interface.
Oh, okay.
You keep diving down. Maybe there's like a traffic lane of ships coming in for a landing that you fucking cut right through, and the TIE fighters just start colliding into other ships that are going down there and bouncing off their shields. Eventually, you get to the ground and you lose them in a cannon, but not before a TIE bomber fires off a proton torpedo and hits your engine block, and the engines explode, and the ship just goes fucking end for end as it hits the ground. You're throwing up dirt everywhere. All of you take 5 points of damage. The ship is now upside down, but landed on the sands of Tatooine outside of Anchorage.
Is everyone alive?
5 points of wounds, you mean, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I have 7 soak, so
You take nothing.
Oh, yeah. So
Oh, I have 5 soak. That's great.
cool.
Dr. Wreckage gets wrecked though.
Yeah,
Ah,
I don't have any soak.
Yeah.
head.
Why would I have soak?
So basically, yeah.
Why
Gator
do
maybe
you have
Is everyone all right? My son is a doctor.
Yeah,
I'm
actually,
very
that's
proud
going
of
to be
him.
really convenient since I seem
Oh,
to
it's my
have-
father is a doctor.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hit my head, but I think I'm okay.
It's interchangeable.
Yep.
That was really good piloting, Maloxy.
Okay, well,
Good
luckily
job.
I bought a
Thank
bunch of
So-
things.
so
Isn't
maybe
it
you guys-
5 for the
Hayden.
first one, and then 4, 3, 2, 1?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I like lay a patch over like your bruised, battered arm or whatever.
I like the idea of like everyone slowly getting up, and then like you just like someone says, "Is everyone okay?" And then Gator's like, "No!"
He like stubbed his toe or something.
No, he looks at the engine block and he just screams.
Oh.
It's a smoking mess.
I run to the room to see if Hayden's okay.
He is not okay. So
He was in a drug
was
coma,
fuck.
so-
he
Perfect.
he had no soak because he wasn't wearing any armor, and he got slammed into the wall when the ship came down, and it's
And he
just
wasn't
like
tensing.
his neck is like at a weird angle, and he's like rolled over strangely.
Okay, so first of all, I want to point out that when you are in a drug-induced coma, you can get thrown by a tornado and survive because you're limp.
Yeah, he's totally limp right now, almost unnaturally so, you might say.
God damn it.
Toby!
I've run behind, yeah.
Because Neodova, I don't care what like happened during the Clone Wars or whatever. Jedi don't fucking walk around in kitted out with armor. That's why. Like you
Look,
can't
he won't even add a racing stripe. He's
Yeah, I won't add a racing stripe.
Look, as soon as we get Ray's Navarre, I mean, he's a party animal. He's gonna bling the shit out of that robe.
There we go.
Ray's Navarre's next hot mixtape.
I run in and kneel down next to the body that's like crumpled in the corner. I'm guessing.
Yeah, he seems to have taken a critical hit. He's probably got some like neck damage.
Okay, well, I will carry him down to our small medical facility.
I mean, technically speaking, you can hit him with a stim pack, but that would only give him 4 HP back.
Well, if he's got a critical injury, we need to try to heal it so that
He needs to remove the crit. Yeah.
if he's in combat, he'd be fucked if he got hit again with a crit. So what's the difficulty?
It's 2 purple, and I'm gonna turn it into a 1 red,
Fuck you.
1 purple. Nothing
I'm
like
like,
permanent.
Loxy, get in here! I need assistance.
Yeah, absolutely. She like literally anything she asks, he is like,
I'm like, okay, where are the lungs? Where do you keep your hearts, you people? Oh God! No.
exactly. It's
I have full charts on all the species. It's
Father,
fine.
calm down. It will be okay. If Maloxy can't assist you, I will.
It
Maloxy,
is also a really good wetness.
I'd be like, you can leave if you want, Maloxy.
I'm not leaving.
All right. So
Maloxy, if you don't feel that you're emotionally stable enough to assist in this procedure, I will do it for you.
You help if you help. Yes, you can help. I'm not leaving though.
blue die for that.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay,
He's
1
helping
blue,
you.
1 purple, 1 red.
So he actually does nothing to help you, but is like, Father, you're doing great. Everything is awesome.
Oh, thank
You're
God.
the
Oh,
best.
good. Oh, it's going well then.
My son.
This goes here. Yes, this is what was originally in this location.
If you
Yes.
believe that to be so, it's perfectly fine. Yeah.
I mean, it all fits perfectly, right? Oh, yes, there it is. It's all pumping through and everything.
Yeah. You have enough advantage there. You can knock him out of the drug coma if you want.
Yeah, certainly. I
All
certainly
right.
will.
So yeah, your brother wakes up and is like, ugh.
You've been in quite an accident.
Yeah.
You're going to be okay.
Maloxy, why did you... I was having some really great dreams there. Why would you have your stupid medical robot wake me up?
Stupid medical robot.
She like punches him, but then instant feels bad, man, and then hugs him.
Yeah, okay, get off me. You're being weird.
Shut the fuck up.
I have a college degree. I went to an academy. Get off me.
Yeah, who put you through that fucking academy?
I did.
Oh, yeah, and I suppose the money just showed up in your account randomly.
Well, I mean, your money did.
God,
I had to work for the rest of it.
you're alive. That's
But
good.
probably not for long. You're coming with us. We're leaving the ship.
You're gonna leave everyone off of the ship. And he's
We're not in
just like,
space anymore.
the ship is upside down right now. You really want to leave no one on this ship alone in the middle of the Tatooine desert.
I don't understand what he's
Have
saying.
you ever heard of Jawas?
I mean, can we even do anything with this ship anymore?
Why don't you let me stay
Yes.
here? I'll take a look at the engine block, see if I can do some repairs.
Excuse me?
We
All
have a
right, we can
really-
use spare parts from the... Oh, no, wait, that's gone.
I mean, we still have the ringy part of it, but I doubt that does anything.
So, what is the likelihood of the people following the ship crash?
None.
None. Okay, well then Gator will stay here.
Are you saying that you want to split the party?
I'm saying someone needs to fucking repair the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Hayden
guess
is offering to
we
do
should
it.
probably check it out first to see if it's like, no, yeah, this is dead. You should just buy a new one, or yeah, you could fix it.
Well, let me make a mechanics roll, Arthur.
Yeah.
I mean, Yeah, this mechanics roll will be to determine whether you can fix
Yeah,
it or
that's
not.
it. Yeah, that's what I want.
Okay, it's not going to be you fixing it. It's going to be whether you can.
No, I get
fix
that.
It.
That's what I'm.
Okay,
that's a
excellent.
No. The $20,000 is for the diagnostic.
The difficulty is 3 red.
Free red?
What the?
Yep. You took a
He can
3
do that.
You
Gator
took,
can knock this out of the park.
you took
Dave,
a
what's the
3
person?
purple critical, and
The only person who doesn't complete
Oh,
in Arthur's games is Dave. So once again, total crushing of that roll.
Good job.
you
He doesn't
know,
even- he doesn't even have very good dice for a 3 red roll.
here's
I
the
know.
thing.
3 green and a yellow, and he still blows that out of the water.
I may get the special Dice Hack API as a Twitch Roll20 ambassador, but Dave just pays him a bunch of money.
Yeah. Just cash.
I'm like, just give me enough to make it look like I'm not cheating.
Yeah,
Hashtag Coral died.
I assume.
Hey, that wasn't my role that made that happen.
You were so insistent too. He was like, Arthur, please let me roll for this for some reason, please.
Well, no,
So-
you have to roll your own crits, bro. Come on.
Yeah, so here's the outcome. The engine is barely salvageable. It'd be a lot easier if you just went and got junk parts, which is pretty easy because Tatooine is basically a planet full of junk parts.
Oh my god, are we literally redoing episode 1 right now?
Yeah, we are. We are.
One right
Except
now.
your ship is upside down and it looks like shit rather than being a shiny new spaceship.
We have
You
we
had
have
a
a young
shiny
woman,
new spaceship and then you
like
rolled
a
it.
young boy.
All right, out of character, Toby, how much
Jedi.
money do you have as a captain?
How much money?
Hmm.
Well, I actually haven't done the subtracting yet for this episode, so it'll be somewhat less. Because I bought some med supplies and
I
$65,000.
mean, you guys
Also,
have paid
you bought Gator.
115,000 so far to solve your problems this episode collectively.
Well, I also bought
I still have
$10,000 cybernetics.
$400,000 space dollary dues, as Dave would say.
So you have enough money to pay your own bounty.
Yes. Is that a thing? Can I go to the bounty office and be like, "Yep, there we go, no more crime, right? No more
So
crime."
yeah, I have about
That's-
400,000.
no.
But
That's
remember,
not how
we're on Tatooine. They don't accept Republic credits here.
Yeah.
It does-
Credits are no good here.
Credits here.
Credits no good here.
Well, Gator,
So,
you did see me just like throw what was it, $65,000 at like your father.
Okay.
while everyone's
Like,
making
like-
this joke, Republic credits don't exist anymore. There's Imperial credits. And the Empire controls all of Tatooine now because
So
they
they
have a
do
garrison
accept
here.
Imperial credits.
So they do
Or
accept
else.
Imperial credits. Or else.
Damn.
So, GM,
Yes.
Caleb is in the docking bay, like turning his land speeder upside right. And,
Excellent. Can you make a force roll real quick?
Oh yeah, just generate force die is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Just for no reason.
I'm pretty sure Watto's super dead. Yeah. You're feeling several strong force presences on the planet right now.
Oh, that's
the
unsettling.
force is extremely powerful on Tatooine right now. If you
No.
want to take a point of strain and use one of those dark side dice and flip the light side over, I will tell you who they are.
Unfortunately, using a dark side dice is one of the things that Caleb has been really, really hesitant to do, especially after one of his eyeballs
I know.
fucking
That's
bloodshot.
why I'm
Let me-
hesitate. That's why I'm offering it right now. So it's because it's tempting.
Let me make another out of character. I would like to say I would like to use the force die to take the important, most expensive parts of the ship engine, like the hyperdrive and maybe like the ion cannon, at least like the parts that power it, and use that for sale here if we're going to,
We don't need to sell anything. We've got plenty of money.
but, we don't just want to leave it here for scrap.
But we're not leaving anything here is the point. We can fix the engine and fly the Enya Hope away.
Yeah, but that requires me to stay here and not do things with the party. So
Right, but like the
But
whole
Hayden
party
can start fixing it right now. He can stay
the
with
whole
ship.
party can just buy the parts and fix the ship. And
So, also, a little character that no one has asked about for like 4 episodes. I guess maybe Virgil.
D10?
Toby is getting a call from Wrath, who's just like, in need of assistance. I am upside down.
Oh dear.
I just imagine his little legs.
No, I love how you guys forget characters all the time. You're like, yeah, we left a woman in the back of the ship.
I did.
We left Weequay in the back of the ship.
I asked
No
about
one's
Weequay
seen
earlier.
Wrath for 4
Yeah, no,
episodes.
This is the kind of show where episode 6, like, we open up the storage compartment, there's like 10 people tied up in there. We've completely forgotten about all of them.
Just
Like,
10 dead
oh.
bodies.
Oh
hanging
no.
out.
Anyway, back to me flipping this force die or not. In character, absolutely no way. The only reason I'm slightly tempted out of character is for Arthur to say something like, "Oh, and by the way, Darth Vader's on Tatooine," or some sort of throwaway about how amazing these force power users are.
I mean, there is some pretty powerful force usage here. You've never felt a presence like this.
Oh man,
What does my gut say about this, by the way?
Do you have sense?
No, I don't have sense.
Then your gut doesn't tell you very much.
But I have plot sense, if that means anything.
Does the ultraviolet have sense?
Now, has he never felt his presence, or has he not felt his presence in some time?
Ultraviolet is common sense, which is more than I can say for you meatbags.
I haven't heard that name in a long time. I've
Okay,
never
so like,
this before, and oh god, I want to so bad for the story, but Caleb so definitely wouldn't. He would like immediately suppress, like you, like the
Are you sure the
threads.
curiosity isn't too much?
The fear.
Longer.
Okay, well, in the meantime, I go and I write
Wrath.
Wrath, and I'm like,
So-
Wrath, we have a new member of the crew. His name is Maloxi's brother. I don't know his fucking name.
Aiden.
Aiden. Excellent. I haven't written it down yet.
It can't be Luke and Ben because we're post the first Death Star blowing up, right? We're post Hoth too, right?
We're like Empire era, like
Yeah, you heard about Captain Han Solo being taken away.
yeah,
Right.
So we're after Empire and like a couple years away from Return.
yeah.
There are several years in between those
I'm
movies.
pretty sure.
I think so. Yeah.
Wow.
It's at least 1 year.
Yeah, I know. I think it's 4 years. I'm pretty sure it's 4 years.
Wow.
I have whatever they're called. What are they called? The droid healing things?
Yep.
If he's damaged, I can.
He's not damaged. He's just upside down. He can't
Okay,
get
so I
back
write
on his
him
feet.
and I say, look, we've got Hayden on board, and he's going to be taking a look at the engines of the ship. I need you to do whatever you can to assist him.
Man, I love how my character's getting plotted out of his job.
Well, it's because
thought
you
you said
want
you
to be
wanted to
with the
come.
party. Yeah.
I
Like
was-
you
I was
literally
trying to
asked for
react.
this, Dave, and now you're complaining.
Yeah, I know. If I'm doing the opposite thing. Sorry. I thought I was doing the,
No, it's fine. It's fine.
All right. So Arthur.
Loxy and, yes. Anyways, stay here.
Yes,
Peter might be
of
here. He
course,
might not.
Toby.
He's always changing his mind about things.
Why do you sound evil now? No.
So Arthur.
Very common for robots to turn evil when striking themselves in the head. It happens all the time.
The only way I'm going to flip this fourth die, Arthur, and use evil. Although I should point out, I do not mechanically have to flip force die.
Technically, it's the dark side, not evil. No one ever called it evil.
No,
Okay,
you have-
sure.
you literally have to flip a force die in order to do it.
No, the light side users don't have to flip. Remember, that's why it's easier for them to use the dark side. Anyway, that's not the point. That's not here and there. Using a dark side point to let you plot me into being more evil. The only thing that would tempt me here is would identifying all of these force users specifically point out where the guy I saw in my force vision is. If he is one of those force users.
I don't know that he was ever described as being a force user.
He showed up in my meditation and spoke to me. So that's how I got the information to come to Tatooine.
I'm gonna say I'm not sure if you would know that.
Okay, then I'm not flipping that force die.
Very
We will-
well. You
we will
just know
find
that
out. The
The
hard way.
force on the planet right now is very powerful.
All right.
So is the plan to like get parts for the ship? Is that all we're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like episode 1. You leave the sidekick characters behind and the annoying guy.
He was the main character of that series.
You leave the sidekick characters behind and the annoying guy. And the rest of the team goes to go free some slaves, I guess, or get some parts for your ship while freeing some slaves.
Let's do a actual a swoop bike race. That'd be good.
Swoop bike.
I mean, is
Yeah.
that something you want next
Swoop
episode?
bike race.
Swoop bike racing?
Swoop bike racing.
I mean,
I guess
did
before
you
we
take your-
leave,
Can we do a T16 Skyhopper race? See if you can go nail some Womp Rats down to Beggar's Run?
no, we need a KOTOR. We need a swoop bikes.
Swoop bikes, yeah.
I
that's
never
what
played
looking for.
KOTOR. Sorry, fellas.
God damn it. Street
I guess
cred.
before we head out, Maloxy would like. All right, well here's the number for my new comms. Like, anything happens, call me.
Yeah, got it.
Is
Also,
there a
we're-
fucking spare comms on the ship? Because I forgot to get one for Gator.
Yeah, are there? Let me ask. Do you have any on your character sheet?
I do. I mean, okay, so I have comms. I just don't use them.
Oh, okay. So maybe I'm like, look, we need to get you a communications device. You know, it's a. What if I see a cute kitten or something and can't show it to you? It'd be very bothersome. Plus, if we're all dying and need help, also good.
But the Brotherhood told me never to use something like that.
Why?
The
No, I
man
mean-
tracks you.
Yes, it's legitimately a worry to be tracked down. I mean, if that's the way you prefer it, it's fine. But think about the added benefit of being able to communicate across some large spaces. I think when you're not
I'll just follow you.
operating on your own.
Gator, won't it be difficult being a communications officer without actually having communications?
That's a good point.
Yes, what if you had
The ultraviolet extends one of his arms almost creepily onto Gator's shoulder and is like, "You must become what you are meant to be, Gator."
I would have said lovingly, Arthur, but whatever.
So my destiny is to become a communications officer.
Yeah.
I like that being
Huge
like
destiny.
some sort of weird like comic book series about like the communication officer for the Rebel
So,
Alliance.
I don't know if you caught it, but there actually is like the ongoing series of Taran Jiktar, communications officer on the Firestorm. I've mentioned it a couple times where he's like this guy that just like vlogs daily about his experiences on an Imperial Star Destroyer. There have been stormtroopers who've been like, "Yeah, did you get the latest Taran Jiktar?"
No, I mean I know you said it, but
Don't you want to come on? Don't you want to become a big Star Wars podcaster?
yeah, I can just imagine my vlogs would be like,
Hello, this is Gator. We crash landed on Desert Man planet, and now the ship is upside down, and some drug man is doing everything that I want to do, but the party wants me to go buy stuff.
You want you to go buy
I-
stuff. If you want to stay here,
Yeah, legitimately, Dave. I even said to Wrath afterwards,
yeah, seriously.
Gator might stay.
You complained first about staying and fixing things, and now
I
you
thought we were gonna do
complain.
the tour.
I'll tell you what. I will ensure, Gator, that when you return, Hayden will have fixed nothing. How does that sound?
I was gonna say he learned about trees. He didn't learn about fixing engines.
Perfect.
I mean, he's just gonna do drugs.
According to where the
God
density block is split open, this was made about 6 years ago. You see where the layers of metal
He
have
says
settled.
Jar was, but really he means he's gonna take the stuff himself and sell it for fucking spice.
God damn it, Hayden.
I mean, this is Tatooine. It's a lot more likely he's going to sell his illegal drugs for lots of money than the other way around. This is not exactly the shining commerce of the universe right here.
Okay. Arthur, what are the likelihood of me finding some sort of illegal, like, fisticuff weapon in this planet?
Is there a specific weapon you're looking for?
Something out of the extra books. Because
No.
the Fisticuff
There's a
weapons
0% chance of that.
What
the
about a
Fisticuff
chance of
weapons in the core are pretty fucking awful.
what about
That's
a chance?
yes.
Yeah. What about a
You
chance?
have
of
your highly
cortosis?
customized shock glove, right?
Yeah, but like with my understanding of the shock gloves was that it costs 3 to activate all of the shock levels, but like if it takes me like fucking
As I
8
said,
damage to, like,
the
do it,
minimum will
that's
be
not
3, and for each extra one, you get up to 8, or whatever your maximum is. I'll let you add it on. So like if you get 5 advantages, you can do 5 extra damage.
Oh, okay, that's not so bad then.
Yeah.
All right.
Because the rules
Yeah,
are super dumb.
Yeah, they are super.
Depending on how things go, yeah, I might want to do some shopping. Like there's probably pretty good shopping here, right?
Yeah.
Tatooine? Yeah, actually, they have a really good, like, high black market rarity, like, used goods.
Yeah, I'll definitely be looking.
Depends on where you're going to. Obviously, you need a streetwise, and there's a chance of Jawas always. Or
Get
Ugnaughts.
Gator a saber. Yep. I literally roll 5 green die when I roll a saber.
That's not
No one tell Toby it's a bad idea for a droid to negotiate with Jawas.
Toby, it's a bad idea for a droid to negotiate. You're just going to have to realize that in this sort of planet, you're not going to be accepted as a free droid.
Oh yes, I should just accept what the society pushes upon me for my role, right? Yes.
Well, while our ship is crashed and we can't get away from
I love the idea that you guys are in a land speeder having this conversation with the twin sons of Tatooine. Maybe
Look,
Gator's in the back and his little tentacles are like CGI whipping around.
Look, I don't mean any offense, Toby. It's just that when our ship is crashed and we can't get away, it's a bad idea to get on people's bad side.
Do I have any disadvantage of being in a hot planet? I think I might.
All right, well, are you gonna look for some cortosis weave for me then? I mean,
This is
Look
not a
around.
planet you would get cortosis weave from.
No.
No.
This place is criminal, but it's also a shithole. So it's sort of
know that
Okay,
it's
so
higher than-
cortosis weave isn't illegal. It's just hard to find.
Yeah.
It's just that I know that I can't buy it from the rebellion. And we haven't been
No,
to
you
Drops
could have
in a
bought
while.
it from Slango Django. But...
So yes, Toby,
Slango Trango, Dave. Slango
Okay.
Trango.
I will be happy to make whatever purchases you're interested in making for you, Toby, if it means, not getting into a firefight with some people because they're mad about a droid being without a control chip.
yes. If they have an issue, they can grab a tissue and go cry their little baby eyes out about it. Anyways, yes, it's fine if you want to do fucking business. And
I don't, Toby, I can tell that you're upset.
well, yeah, this flesh bag's doing here. Anyways, there's hardly any water. It's insane.
Oh, well, they have moisture farmers.
Oh, goody for them, I'm sure.
So, yeah, I feel like you guys come out of a canyon, and
The moisture farm.
we see a moisture farm, and then, like, as the camera comes behind the land speeder, and just like in all the Star Wars movies, it's in that exact specific way, so you can't see the arm holding the car up. So it looks like the car's floating, but they always cut off, like, that one section of it where the arm is obviously holding it up.
Right.
And we see the majestic rise of the shithole known as Anchorage, just like rising as you come over a dune. You're like, oh, that's that looks like a place where people live in sand huts made of sand.
And farm for moisture instead of not living on a desert planet.
I'm like, all right, so I'm assuming you has contacts for locating. Yeah, you have some kind of coordinates or something. Caleb?
Look, I'm going to help you guys buy your parts, and then you guys can fly away. And if I haven't found him by then, I guess we'll just have to. Look, it's the Force, okay, Toby? It doesn't give you coordinates. He came to me literally.
It could have.
He literally came to me in a Force dream on Naboo and told me to come to Tatooine.
Oh, yes, of course. So he decided that he'd do it the impractical way that's kind of spiritually impressive. Great.
Yeah, I agree. He also could have been like the city on Tatooine and didn't. But a lot of these people are, they're intentionally obtuse.
Well, actually, a considerable amount of the population of the planet, I believe, is located here in Anchorage.
well,
Hopefully
then
we have
that's-
some luck.
Can we?
Yeah.
We can get the parts here.
Yes, we'll get the parts. I will ship them back to you with my luxury land speeder. He says as he sort of like rubs the leather of the steering wheel or whatever.
You do realize that the Enya Hope is extremely luxurious, right?
Yes, so.
It was extremely.
It was until Gator started going through the guts of the ship, and it got in combat numerous times. And then it lost its engine block recently and landed upside down.
Look, I'm not saying it hasn't seen better days, but it's
I mean,
still
it's no
fine.
Enya Hope, you know what I'm saying? But, you know.
It
Alta
is.
Loki, sorry.
Okay.
No, Alta Loki.
I missed out to Loki too.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe you shouldn't have blown it up. No, you definitely should have. I'm
I mean,
100%
maybe.
behind you on that decision.
I think as we're like coming down into Anchorage, like Maloxi's mostly been like had her arms crossed, kind of like looking out at the sand, and then just it's been like it was a moment of a quiet, and then just like, how the hell does a nice kid like that get into drugs?
Probably by putting them in his. Oh, you're a female. My bad.
I don't mean literally how does he ingest them. I mean,
It's
I told
a
you, it's a systematic oppression of the poor and disillusioned, and the appropriate, programs are not in place to find work for them, and the temptation for.
I dropped them off. He was a bright-eyed little boy, just ready to go to school and learn about trees or some shit. See that? What is that thing in his hair? The bleach, the thing, the stripe. What is that?
Yeah, that was a bit much. I have to say.
Jeez.
Wow, you guys just have no style. Amazing.
Coming
Have you
from the
seen the way-
robot.
I-
Never mind.
Coming from the robot that what?
And then I just go into like a jazz number.
Yeah. And then we come into Anchorage. All right, let's get some shit.
It's actually Anchorhead, I've been told.
Oh, Anchorhead.
I'm
Okay.
bad at things. I feel like this is a good time to wrap up for this episode.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I know
coming
it's
to
a
Anchorhead,
little
you
early, but this is a good stopping point with you guys rolling in Anchorhead.
Yeah, I feel the same. I'm glad.
I definitely want to have you guys going into Anchorhead, and then like the post credits, Samuel L. Jackson, "Have you heard of the Avengers Initiative?" thing is like standard issue black Imperial boots, like standing on a rock watching. So yeah, like the camera like cuts off at the top of the boots. That's all we see, and it's like this awesome vista watching you pull in to the.
And then the camera pulls up a little bit, and the boots are empty, and they're just standing there.
Anchorhead.
The pair of boots. Oh,
And
thank
you
God.
just hear like an Imperial comm like thing. Yeah.
Do we get a fade and then we come back to the ship and there's like space reggae being played over the sound system and just we see like a cloud of smoke flying out of one of the rooms.
And the ultraviolet is like, I've developed a system that allows me to experience a second high.
They're having some really deep conversation about life in the Force or something.
No, we're out.
Space reggae.
Speaking of
totally-
going out, let's talk about people. I'll talk about myself first because fuck the rest of these guys. I'd get to the end of their outros and then they'd be like, "All right, well, time to shut down the stream now." I'm APGamingREAL. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, all at APGamingREAL. If you like this game, consider clicking the follow button in the lower left-hand corner of the screen if you're on Twitch, or the lower right-hand button of the screen if you're on YouTube. Follow, like, subscribe. Check the schedule on Twitch. Lots of games. I'm also on Dave's channel. Virgil's on my show a bunch. So basically everybody. I work with all these people constantly all week. Fuck it. I'll let them tell you about their shows, because sometimes people tell about all the shows I'm on and then it gets to me and I'm like, well, now I have nothing to say. Speaking of someone who has something to say, let's talk to Dave.